Welcome to Global West. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. The American automotive landscape was rocked by a seismic announcement that sent ripples through the heart of the nation's industrial identity. For over a century, automakers like Ford have been woven into the fabric of American life, symbolizing innovation, resilience, and the promise of prosperity for millions of workers and their families. But now, Ford Motor Company announced a major shift in its U.S. market strategy, a move that would challenge long-held assumptions about the future of American manufacturing. Ford plans to reduce its domestic vehicle lineup, narrowing its focus and investing heavily in global markets. This decision sent shockwaves from Dearborn to Wall Street, raising questions about the company's commitment to its American roots and the broader implications for the U.S. economy. President Donald Trump, a vocal supporter of American industry and blue-collar workers, responded swiftly and forcefully. He delivered a fierce critique of Ford's decision, framing it as a betrayal of the American workforce and the values that built the nation. Trump accused the automaker of turning its back on American workers, warning of possible punitive measures and urging Ford to reconsider its path. His words resonated with many who fear the erosion of manufacturing jobs and the communities that depend on them. This high-profile clash highlights the growing tension between protectionist policies and the relentless push of global economic forces. The rise of electric vehicles and new technologies only adds to the complexity, forcing companies and policymakers to navigate uncharted territory. The stakes are enormous, not just for American jobs and car affordability, but for the nation's global standing and its ability to compete in a rapidly changing world. Families across the country are left wondering what the future holds. For Ford workers, the news brings a wave of uncertainty and anxiety about their livelihoods, their communities, and the legacy of American manufacturing. The outcome of this confrontation between a corporate titan and a determined president will shape not only the auto industry, but the very future of American industry for years to come. Ford's strategy shift is a response to market pressures and technological disruption. The automotive industry is undergoing a seismic shift, driven by advancements in technology and changing consumer preferences. Traditional car manufacturers like Ford are feeling the heat from new entrants and tech giants who are redefining mobility. The company is not leaving the US but focusing on profitable trucks and SUVs, phasing out traditional saloon cars. This strategic pivot is aimed at capitalizing on the growing demand for larger, more versatile vehicles. This move frees up capital for a massive investment in electric vehicles, including a new modular EV platform. By reallocating resources, Ford aims to become a leader in the electric vehicle market, a sector that is expected to dominate the future of transportation. CEO Jim Farley calls it a Model T moment, aiming to compete with new players, especially from China. This reference to the iconic Model T underscores the transformative nature of Ford's current strategy, which seeks to revolutionize the company's product lineup and market positioning. Ford's pivot is a long-term strategy, not a reaction to recent politics. The company is looking ahead, planning for a future where electric vehicles and advanced technologies will be the norm. The timing, however, places Ford in the political spotlight, accused of abandoning its roots. Critics argue that the company is turning its back on its heritage and the American workforce. Executives argue that adapting to a global market is essential for survival. They emphasize that the automotive industry is now a global game, and staying competitive means embracing change and innovation. Clinging to nostalgia, they say, risks bankruptcy. The world is moving forward, and so must Ford, or it risks being left behind. Ford's retreat from certain segments is a strategic redeployment to win future battles. By focusing on areas with the highest growth potential, Ford aims to secure its place in the future automotive landscape. The company is betting on a global EV future even if it means facing political backlash. Ford's vision is clear: to lead the charge in the electric vehicle revolution, ensuring its legacy for generations to come. The Trump administration's tariffs have created a challenging environment for the auto industry. While promoting domestic manufacturing, tariffs on steel and auto parts have increased production costs. The US-Japan trade deal further complicates matters, reducing tariffs on Japanese cars, giving them a competitive edge. Ford and other automakers face higher costs and tougher competition. President Trump's criticism of Ford ignores these complexities. The industry struggle highlights the paradox of policies meant to protect American jobs but creating new challenges. Navigating these policies forces difficult strategic decisions. drawing the president's ire. The Trump administration's rollback of electric vehicle incentives and environmental regulations has created a new set of challenges for automakers like Ford, who are caught between shifting political winds and the demands of a rapidly changing global market. These policy reversals have forced companies to rethink their strategies as the rules of the game seem to change overnight. The elimination of the federal tax rebate for electric vehicles, combined with relaxed fuel efficiency standards, has made EVs less financially attractive for American consumers. For many buyers, the loss of these incentives means higher upfront costs and a longer wait to see savings, making traditional gasoline vehicles seem like the safer bet. On top of that, a new road tax targeting electric vehicles adds another layer of financial burden, further discouraging adoption. This move stands in stark contrast to the direction much of the world is heading, where governments are actively supporting the transition to cleaner transportation. While the US is pulling back, Europe and Asia, especially China, are doubling down on electrification. These regions are not only offering generous incentives but also investing in charging infrastructure, research and manufacturing, creating a fertile environment for EV innovation and adoption. For Ford, this means that staying competitive requires significant investment in electric vehicle technology regardless of the current US policy landscape. The company must keep pace with global advancements in battery technology, vehicle design, and sustainable manufacturing to avoid falling behind. Despite the headwinds at home, Ford remains committed to its electric vehicle plans. The company is betting that global trends will ultimately outweigh short-term domestic politics, and that leadership in EVs will be crucial for its future. Ford aims to be at the forefront of the global EV race, understanding that falling behind could mean losing relevance in a market that is increasingly defined by innovation and sustainability. The stakes are high and the competition is fierce. The company's strategy reflects a deep belief in the unstoppable momentum of electrification worldwide. Ford is positioning itself to thrive in a future where electric vehicles are the norm, not the exception. As the world moves decisively toward cleaner transportation, Ford finds itself navigating a complex landscape, balancing the realities of US policy with the undeniable pull of global progress. For American families, the corporate and political battles mean higher car prices. Tariffs and policy changes create a perfect storm for increased costs. Ford's CEO warns that tariffs could add thousands to car prices. Rising costs and fewer choices are the new reality for consumers. Ford's discontinuation of saloon cars limits affordable options, pushing buyers towards pricier SUVs or foreign brands. The impact extends to the workforce, with job losses and community disruptions. The promise of protecting jobs through tariffs rings hollow for workers facing plant closures. The ripple effect affects suppliers, dealerships, and local economies. The policies intended to strengthen America are contributing to a market with higher prices and limited choices. The real threat to the American auto industry is global competition, particularly from China. China's rapid EV development, backed by government investment, poses a significant challenge. Ford's success in China is crucial for its future. Chinese companies control the EV supply chain, from minerals to technology. Ford must innovate to compete, investing in EV development in California. The sub-$30,000 electric pickup is Ford's answer to global competition. The battle for the auto industry's future will be won through innovation, not protectionism. US policies risk isolating the market from global trends. Ford's global EV strategy is a signal that survival depends on thinking globally. The company must act as a global player to remain competitive. The Ford-Trump drama is a defining moment for American industry. It's a clash between protectionism and globalism. The auto industry's future looks turbulent, with higher prices and fewer choices. Workers face uncertainty as the industry transitions to EVs. The US must decide if it will lead or lag in the automotive era. Ford is betting on a global electric future, investing in innovation over politics. The risk is that US policy could isolate the market, leaving it behind. Ford's decisions may be necessary for survival, navigating between heritage and a global future.